And off we went to one of my favourite cities in the world, London. We could not believe that we had just taken a train underwater. Our first accommodation was in the incredibly hip and happening Camden. Dropped by M&S and met our darlings Pip and Em at a groovy pub. A stroll through Regent's Park led to Chinatown, where we got glam with eyelashes extended and hair cut. We wandered Trafalgar Square and the National Gallery. Josh was stunned. Could this really be a Ninja Turtle exhibition? Next stop, Chelsea, the stomping ground of Pip and my most favourite people, the cast of Made in Chelsea. Whilst we may not have seen them, we sure as hell looked the part. We had a quick look at Harrods before grabbing the tube to the famous St John's restaurant. Some of us were quite wild and dabbled in things such as ox heart, while others took a more traditional approach to the menu. A great night was had by all. The next morning, after frolicking about the British Museum, we went on a very trendy Harry Potter themed tour. This tour led us everywhere from Scotland Yard to the new £1 billion Raffles Hotel. We said hello to the Prime Minister, and those brave enough patted the royal horses. Down Diagon Alley and saw the world's oldest magic store. We checked out Harry's house and also saw 9 3/4 of a train platform. Some of us got a bit too into the tour. After a brief glimpse at St Paul's, I visited the London branch of my future law firm. Look at this view. We checked out the Tower and Tower Bridge and grabbed a rooftop drink before heading along to our Jack the Ripper tour. Arriving at the tour with 2 police cars in tow made us wonder, was this the night Jack would finally be caught? The tour scared us, and so did this girl's clothes. New day had arrived and Oxford Street was calling. To Liberty's and Hamley's toy store, where Josh had the best conversation he'd had the entire trip. To the West End we went for an arvo full of theatre. I slept through most of a play. And we met Em and Pip for a night of dancing at Mamma Mia. We truly did not stop dancing. We danced after it finished, and even on our way home. The next day, after 5 mistaken tube rides, we arrived at our new accommodation in Kensington. We dumped our bags and went exploring, visited our neighbours Will and Kate, and pranced through Hyde Park. A romantic evening was spent at Claridge's before a double-decker bus ride through Notting Hill to Portobello Road Market. We then dined at the gorgeous Little Duck restaurant and spent the sunny afternoon in a beautiful beer garden. After receiving a tip to where the Made in Chelsea cast was supposedly meeting that evening, we raced across town. But again, alas, they never emerged. We spent our final day together at the Natural History Museum, where Pip took selfies and Josh did Pilates. We discovered Yorkie bars and began to grieve. It was time to go our separate ways, and I didn't cope. To try and distract my yearning heart, Josh and I ventured to Hampton Court Palace. We donned our audio guides and crowns, ready for a morning of exploring this guy's house. After getting lost in a maze, we were greeted by our beautiful girl, Alana. We spent a divine night catching up at a pub frequented by Mr. Freddie Mercury. London, you were sensational. Now off to Italy.